In this video, we're going to be doing a quick review of the EM2 and the OTS for Warzone. Both are cold war guns and they complement each other very well. We will discuss the pros and the cons of this class, but let's just get into it. This is DPG06 here. If this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. I am a part-time live stream gamer. On this YouTube channel, we're going to be playing a variety of games as well as providing tips and tricks here and there. Today we're talking about the latest class I've been using in Warzone Season 5, which is EM2 and the OTS. The EM2 always had me curious. I have been loyal to my M13 ever since it's made its comeback, and if you know me, I love my M13. It's been my bae, but ever since I've been using the EM2 as like a ground loot gun, it's been helping me in gunfights early on whenever you first land. So I was like, you know what, I have to finally make a class, and I'm so glad that I did. The recoil on this class can be unforgiving. With it having that nice kick, it can be difficult to use, so depending on your skill gap will determine how well you'll be able to control this AR. Just like any other gun, I would recommend mounting whenever you have a chance to assist with getting a couple of headshots. With headshots, you will be able to put them down in about 5 to 6 shots, versus without a headshot, it can range from 7 to 9. Overall, this AR does have a nice damage output though. There are 2 different builds for this AR. I am currently using it as a range rifle, but you can use it as a sniper support as well. And I have used the sniper support and it does not disappoint at all. Next, let's talk about the OTS. Even though the EM2 is the main attraction for this video, you always need a good side, and the OTS fits right in. Me personally, I love the Bullfrog in the MP7, but I wanted to switch things up. This sub was the first thing that came to mind. I've heard so much about the OTS, and honestly, I wish I made a class sooner. The OTS has a decent damage output as well as fire rate for close range. With the OTS, you're looking around 6 to 8 shots with headshots, and without headshots, it's around 8 to 10 shots. And to top it off, if you add the mobility with that, it is a nice little trifecta submachine gun. Now that I gave a basic overview of my perspective of these 2 guns, let's get into the attachments. Alright, so we're going to touch on the EM2 as a long range rifle first, and then the OTS as that support for the EM2. The attachments you want to use for the EM2 is going to be the agency suppressor, the task force, the actual 3-arm, as well as the field agent grip and the standard 50 round mag. The agency suppressor is going to be kind of standard for any of the Cold War guns, so that's pretty self-explanatory. The task force, you can either go with that or the ranger. In my sense, I want to use the task force because it's going to give you more of that recoil control as well as damage range. You want to control the recoil as much as possible, especially using it as a long range rifle. So that was the reason before that. I like the 3 arms. You can use whatever you like. I personally like the 3 arms. I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels, all that good stuff. The 50 round mag, I go with the 50 round mag just because the aim down sight speed is not something I'm really going to be using at this range. I want more of the ammo capacity, so that's the reason why I chose the 50 round mag, but you can also go with the 40 round mag as well. Either or is great opportunity. Even with the 40 round mag, you get more of a mobility out of it, as you can see. So if you would like that, then I would go with the 40 round. And then with the underbarrel, you want to go with the field agent grip. It's just going to control that recoil whenever you're shooting, so it's going to, for that long range rifle, that's something you're going to need. With the OTS, it's going to be more about speed. You're going to need more speed and mobility, so this is the attachments I would like to go with that. It's going to be the GRU suppressor, the task force, the Tiger Team spotlight, the skeletal stock, as well as the 40 round fast mag. The task force, you don't really need the recoil for this, so you're going to be able to use that effective damage range, so you can either use this in mid-range battles too, which is pretty cool. Same thing with the Tiger Team Spotlight. You don't really need the aim stability, but you need that mobility, so that's the reasoning behind the Tiger Team Spotlight. The skeletal stock, same thing. You want the mobility. You want to be able to move as quick as possible, get around out of gunfights after you just fought a teammate, so you can be able to plate up whatever you need to do, and then just be able to move around and get a good sense of where everybody's at. And then same thing with the fast mag. You don't want to be caught with your pants down and that you are out of ammo. You want to be able to reload as fast as possible, so that's what this is, as well as getting more of that ammo capacity out of it as well. Lastly, this is going to be the build for the EM2 as a sniper support. As the sniper support, you want to use the agency suppressor, you want to use the microflex LED, you want to use the serpent wrap, as well as the 40 round and the field agent grip. Obvious reasons, like I said, most cold war guns you're going to be using the bottom suppressor, which is the agency. The optic, you want to use the microflex. You want to use it whatever reflex you are comfortable with. I like the microflex personally. You still get that magnification from it, but it's not going to be as depth as the actual 3 times, obviously, because you're going to use it more as a mid-range to close-range battle. So that's why you want to go with that versus the 3 times. The rear grip, you want that serpent wrap because you want that aim down sight time. In the other build, you don't need the aim down sight time as much, so that's the reason why you want to kind of add this to this, because like I said, it's going to be that support. The 40 round, I want the ammo capacity still, but if I was to go with the 50 round, that I'd take away from that aim down sight time. So you still get the extra ammo compared to the standard mag, but you want that aim down sight time. And of course the field agent grip, you still need to control that recoil control, so you want to be able to still have that ability to be able to control it in those gunfights and still hit hard. So that's what the field agent grip is about. Alright, so those are the attachments I would recommend for these classes. So now let's just get into the gameplay. It's what you've been waiting for, so let's see these things in action. The EM2 is the attachments I have in this video. The OTS is not, but I still wanted to show some gameplay around that because it's still a great support for the long range rifle for the EM2. So I want to still express that importance. So, and I still shred with it in this video. So just imagine if you have the right attachments with this gun. So without further ado, let's show the gameplay.
Somewhere. I'm getting stuck. Oh, they're in here. I only have a sniper. One more outside. He's going up on this one.
Oh my god, there's one down here.
Shit, did you just fuck them up?
Yeah. Right here, right here. Oh my god. I'm behind the truck. He's pushing. He's right by me. He's pushing. He's pushing. Get him, DP. Get him, DP. Show him how sweaty you are.
Yo, Hammer, can you just finish this off real quick? No? Okay.
Where you at? Where you at? Oh, yeah.
I'm right here in front of you. I was right, bro.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'm sorry. Yo, one run across the street. Oh, shit, behind me.
Oh, on me. Oh, the whole
Right here.
That one?
Wow.
focus too hard on across the street. This shit was right here.
That was across the street.
Oh, how did they just get so quick?
There were right that I didn't know.
Shit. Damn, four.
Danny, what's up, man? So I'm chosen. Right, hey, right, yeah, right.
Oh, one more broken. I got stuff, I'm stuffing.
No.
Yeah.
He's up. Oh, shit.
I came
Three of them. Oh, God. Right in front of you, Tommy, I got you.
right here.
Shooting up.
Making a big play.
Fuck, I hit
Come
him.
here, Chosen. Come down.
From where? On the hill. They got high ground on us. Both they push back our way.
Right here,
Oh,
rock.
Good shit. Trying to put the sentry down.
Use these rocks, y'all. Don't pop your head out. You ain't got to. This game,
I got a
4v1.
4v1, let's go.
That's a dub.
Oh no,
There it is.
that was the fight, right? Yeah.
That was it. 4v1, let's get it.
Let's go.
Question of the day. What loaders are you currently using? Is it the C58, Tech 9, Car 98, AK-47? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know what you're using to connect with you down there. And then there are some others in the community that have some great ideas and tips too, so definitely connect with the community in the comments. Thank you for checking out this video. Definitely subscribe for more content coming soon. In the YouTube card, I'll attach some YouTube shorts that I've done on TikTok that is mainly around Warzone. I'll also have a link in that description as well. If you have any ideas, future reviews, or content you would like me to do next, just let me know in the comments below. Reminder, a summary of the video will be in the show notes in the description as well. And until next time, keep being that team backpack and carrying your squad, and we will connect soon. Later.